Round 2, we've got the choice again. I'll play first, and I will keep this. It's a nice hand. We top deck a Pride Mate. We've got a nice little early synergy going on. But I'm digging this hand regardless. We have a lot of early stuff for Convoke. And we have good outs for enchantments and artifacts. Alright, let's open it up with the Soul Mender. And I would rather deal damage with Soul Mender than gain life. For the most part. No. I'm actually still happier, I think, that he took out the Soul Mender. Especially with the Raise the Alarm draw. Hope he Inferno Fists. So, he ends up walking out with decent exchange here. His Forge Devil killed half of my Raise the Alarm and a Soul Mender. At the cost of 1 card and 1 life. It's pretty good. No 2-drop though, it's nice. Let's drop the totem here and pump our token. I think that's pretty reasonable. Oh, I screwed up. I keep forgetting. Why do I keep doing that? Yes, I should have played the Cathar and then played the Living Totem. For some reason, I don't know why I have such a major issue with Convoke. Maybe it's because I didn't play Convoke back in the Ravnica days. I'm not sure. You'd think with all these drafts I would have learned by now. Oh, geez. Rabble Master. That's a big deal. Well, I guess we can swing with team here. Alright, Mongrel's pretty good. I can still pretty comfortably swing with... I don't want him to... I kind of want to race him. Or try to. I can't really stay back comfortably, so I think I'm going to go for it here. I mean, I could leave the soldier back, I guess, to block his... It's tough. It is tough. To block his token. Or his Rabble Master. Otherwise I can play the Reclamation Sage post-combat and let him get an artifact online for Scrapyard Mongrel. But then I can't block his token. Alright, I think we're just swinging with these two. Because I don't think he's got a very good block for it. Alright, and I'm not going to drop the Reclamation Sage, so I got a feeling an artifact's coming up if he's got the mongrel, so I want to save this. That was a turn where Cathar really shines, though. You know what I mean? Where it's like, he can't comfortably block 2/3s. In any other circumstance he could have, so, alright. Gotta block the Rabble Master here. Alright, I'm fine with that. Alright, I'm still saving Reclamation Sage. He still doesn't have a good block, I don't think. Alright. I think we just trade a Mongrel for a Swift Claw. We are going to take some trample damage, but... Actually, no. I think we've got lethal, actually. I hope he just swings both. He doesn't. Alright. Well, Reclamation Sage is going to be absolutely devastating for him here, so that's good enough for me. And then we still can swing with the team, and he's got to do bad blocks. So we're in good shape now. Not bad blocks, but he has to do trades that I know he doesn't want to do. Or not even, he has to trade here, and then he doesn't have to block our other one though, but this is still definitely amazing for us. Yeah. So this is still good. Could have crowd's favor. Well, then it's lethal, but okay. Right? He's at 7. Now I just sack and he takes 7. Unless I'm missing something. Alright, I don't think he blocked correctly there. I'm not sure why. Maybe he just forgot. But he had it right the first time. I think he just maybe didn't do the math. I'm not sure. But Solemn Offering seems like it'll be good. If he's on a double Scrapyard Mongrel plan, I got to imagine there's some more artifacts in there. Pillar is not so good against the Scrapyard Mongrel. It's good against Willforged Golem as well, though. I mean, I can pretty comfortably cut creatures from our deck since they're not 100% necessary when you have this many. So maybe I want to cut the Bear. Can cut the Soulmender, but it still has the Pridemate synergies. Let's cut a Bear. I don't think I would necessarily want to bring in 2 Solemn Offerings. Let's bring in our Radiant Fountain, though. Do that again. I think I'm okay with that. We don't have to bring in the second Solemn Offering yet. And I still want my Pillar just in case. So let's do that. Yeah, this hand's fine. Triple Midnight Guard. Very interesting. It's going to be a while before we can cast that Siege Worm. I guess 1 green source and 1 green creature. That's all we need. Alright, Pegasus is pretty good. It's going to be less good if he marked by honors it. Then we can at least pillar it away. but we'll have to see if that's a possibility or not. All right, Rummaging Goblin's pretty good early like that. I like the Reclamation Sage draw. It can 2-for-1 something and then eventually help us bring in a Siege Worm, so I'm cool with that. I'm hoping he just marks by honor. I think I'd rather Pillar, but maybe that's wrong. I guess I'd rather Reclamation Sage to get the second green source out there to Convoke. He's going to start getting some Rummaging Goblin value, but not much I can do about it. I think I'm going to Shaman here. Gets us another green source, and draw a card is pretty good here. Alright, I'm digging that. So we're in Siege Worm territory now. That's good. We're also in Reclamation Sage territory if he drops, makes this mongrel big. Alright, Torch Fiend. No big deal there. I think I might just slam a Siege Worm next turn. Oh, he's... okay. Well, this is actually fine. So now we can pretty comfortably Reclamation Sage. I mean, I'd like to attack with Midnight Guard and Reclamation Sage, but I can't for obvious reasons. I could also Pillar of Light, but I think Reclamation's more in order. Just get that guaranteed value. I think I still leave the Midnight Guard back. And maybe you're wondering why, but it's because I want to be able to double block the Scrapyard Mongrel with a Shaman and a Midnight Guard. Just not quite in a position to start attacking yet, I don't think. If I get in for 4 there, he cracks back for more. Kind of want him to just drop a Marked by Honor. Alright, another flyer is pretty good for him. I don't think we got any plummets either. But we can slam a Siege Worm, which is in fact a pretty big boy on this board state. So otherwise I'm doing Midnight Guard, but then I'm just short of resources to get my Siege Worm out. So let's just get the fatty out now. We're kind of in a bit of a racing situation here. Still kind of hoping for him to play a Marked by Honor on one of his flyers so I can take care of that threat. He's digging for something. Crowd's favor is pretty good. So he must have something better if he's not willing to. Maybe he's just digging for land. I mean, he has missed some of his land drops here. Did you find the pillar? I mean, we've got a spider in here as well, and a hunt the week. So we've got some legitimate outs for his flyers. The pillar, not so much. I don't know if pillar is going to be good enough, unfortunately, for this match, so I might need to just replace it, but it does take out the golem. I guess he can do a pretty good double block now, but I don't know if I've got a choice. Kind of wish I had some more life gain. So I attack with Siege Worm and what? He blocks with Torch Fiend and Rough Rider. Takes 2 trample damage, but not left with a ton of other options. And then I think I just play Pride Mate and Midnight Guard. Otherwise, I have to wait for a Cathar or something else. I don't think it's worth it. I think we just 2 for 1 now while he's not even interested. All right. Well, if he's not interested, that's good news. Still get the Pride Mate out there. Guess I might as well play a land too. Get the Midnight Guard. We'll leave up like we've got Ephemeral Shields. Now if we top deck a Sunblade Elf or a Selfless Cathar, we're looking pretty nice. We're looking pretty nice. He's still just digging. I think if I get a Hunt the Week, I'm better off eating the Griffin, because the Pegasus doesn't block our army as well as the Griffin does. All right. I think I can actually comfortably swing with team next turn. Oh. Maybe less so now that he takes out our Sage. I think I might still go for it. It feels like a decent opportunity to attack, and I'm certainly not gaining value sitting back. So he's only going to eat one of our guys with the Scrapyard Mongrel, which isn't even that bad. I guess he's going to eat a Midnight Guard, but then I get to play another one post-combat and untap my other one for defense purposes. He could also eat the Pride Mate, I guess. Should be decent for him, but I don't want to... Oh, well, that changes things. That makes things a lot better for us. Yeah, that was a great draw. I love Selfless Cathar. I know I say that all the time, but I don't know what to say. I just love that card. So strong in this format. This is just one of those situations where it's changing combat math dramatically. He's got one card left in hand, so I'm not like terribly worried about any one thing. And if the beautiful thing is if he doesn't block in a way that motivates me to use Cathar, I don't even have to use Cathar. All right, so he does want to. I think at this point it's justified, even though he's getting the trade out of it. I still think it's better for us. I want to get rid of the mongrel, so it does seem worthwhile. And then we get a Midnight Guard, and we get to untap our little army, which is very good here. Great. All right, so now we can pillar, which is really going to help this a lot. I mean, I have to do it pre-combat because well, I'm trying to think if I do have to do it pre-combat. I think I do, because otherwise he can just stop the damage from a Midnight Guard. My thinking was that he would try and double block the Siege Worm, but he can't even do anything about the Siege Worm, so we just pillar this now. But I guess I don't have a follow-up creature play. So he can strike back for lethal if he doesn't block anything. But here's the thing. I force him to block. I do force him to block. And he doesn't have a good block. He has to chump. So he probably chumps with the Forge Devil. And then, so, okay. So his best block is chump block with Forge Devil. He takes 9. He goes to 1. He's left with 5 power cracking back. But if I just attack with Siege Worm, he probably doesn't block, but I can keep most of his team back, but he does have Rummaging Goblin. It's a tough spot. It's actually a tough decision to make here.
A vast virus database has been updated.
I think we just swing. I think I'm just going to swing 2 Midnight Guards and a Siege Worm. It doesn't offer lethal, so it doesn't force him to chump with the Forge Devil. But keeping this Midnight Guard back keeps his Torch Fiend back. And I doubt he attacks with the Goblin. I guess we still die to Stoke the Flames. I don't think making him chump with a Forge Devil is all that bad. So let's just swing with... You know what I mean? Like if I swing with everything, him chumping Forge Devil on a Midnight Guard and taking 9, and then being able to crack back for 5, I don't know. It seems a bit too dangerous. Especially if he has like a hasty creature. I want to be able to just chump that. But then I guess I still die. I'm just going to swing like this. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I just don't feel like making him chump with the Forge Devil is that terrible for us. It could be. He's just chumping. Well, that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, I guess, so maybe I should have swung with team. I guess we lose to Inferno Fist. We lose to quite a bit of stuff. Like Lava Axe, Stoke the Flames. We don't lose to Lightning Strike, thankfully. Alright, so we lost the Shrapnel Blast. Not like super surprised we lost. He had a lot of opportunities. Kind of had an early lead against us, which was troublesome, of course, but still like the Solemn Offering, I think. Although I guess he can Shrapnel Blast in response, but no real choice there. I think we're still fine. I could do Divine Favor. Life gain does seem pretty good in this match. And then what do I cut for it? Let's get rid of the pillar, actually. Wait, no, because he does run the Mark by Honor, doesn't he? Alright. Guess pillar's still good. So what do I want to cut? Could cut... I guess we don't need the Divine Favor. I want it, but at the same time, everything else seems better. I don't know what to say. Alright, let's try it again. Play first. This could be a troublesome hand, but I'm going to keep it. I mean, we just need to draw lands, and this hand's fine. Alright, Sable, not that big of a deal. Not worth Solemn Offering, even though he's got the Shrapnel Blast. Forcer's pretty good. Green Source is actually pretty good too. Let's get the Midnight Guard out there. Working our way towards the Feral Incarnation. And actually, Solemn Offering can still be good for us too. Definitely. Against Bronze Sable or Willforged Golem, I guess, more so. But I definitely want to build towards this Feral Incarnation. So, Venom Sliver, vulnerable to the old Forge Devil, but I don't have any real choice, I don't think. Ew. Rabble Master's pretty good. I guess at least he has to attack with Enforcer. And I still can swing with my Midnight Guards. So, Rabble Master is not as good in Limited as it would be in Constructed, of course. It's got a huge price tag on it right now, too. Ooh, Hot Soup's going to be good with his Rabble Master. I can Solemn Offering that, though. Yeah. Well, let's get our Sliver out there. Oh, what am I doing? Gotta swing first. Got to swing first. And then we're actually, I think, just a resource away from Feral Incarnation. Which is also good. So I'd rather him bust his mana to equip Hot Soup. I think that makes sense. And then we'll Solemn Offering. Oh, although, no. I guess that lets him Shrapnel Blast, doesn't it? I mean, I want to burn his resources. I think we saw him offering the hot soup. Now that I know he's got Shrapnel Blast, even though him paying 3 mana is like, that's tough. I, if he has a red source, he can just Shrapnel Blast, and then I don't get to gain the life. Nah, we got to get value. Let's make sure we get our value. Next turn we get to Feral Incarnation as well as attack with Midnight Guards, which is really nice. Oh wait, no, I guess we can't yet. If we get a land, we can. Hopefully just marked by honor. That would be good for us. On like an Enforcer or something. I can live with that. Get rid of it. Alright, Rummaging Goblin's pretty good. He has to pre-combat it though, or else it's gonna die. That's pretty good here. Alright, let's bust the... Yeah, this is actually really nice. So now we get to bust Radiant Fountain. Get to gain our life. We get to bust Feral Incarnation. And swing with Midnight Guards, which is just really nice. Doesn't really have good blocks. And we have a big army, so we're in pretty good shape here. Marked by Honor is not going to get him out of this. We've got the out for that. Except I guess if he did it on Bronze Sable, maybe. So immediately pre-combat digs, which he has to do. Didn't need the land, which is interesting, since I feel like hasn't he missed a few land drops, so maybe he just, his curve tops out at 4, I'm not sure. Swift Claw. Not that debilitating against us. Trades with a beast, but no biggie. He's in a pretty awkward spot here, since he still has to attack with his Enforcer. Yeah, that was a great draw. Good crowd's favor, the beast. Still, that's good for us because he's using resources basically to get rid of something that already has given us value, and we're still going to be able to post-combat play our Midnight Guard as well as leave up Pillar of Light. So we're in pretty good shape this game. It's going to take a pretty big mythic to stop us. And even if he's got the Mythic, once again, we've got the Pillar of Light. So it's going to take some real special cards, I think, to get him out of this situation. Maybe he's going to bust his Shrapnel Blast here to take care of the unblocked beast. That's all I can really think. And we're still in good shape after that, too. Yeah, so that's no problem. We made him use a lot of resources for this block. He's down a lot of resources on that. So, and we still get to play our Midnight Guard as well as leave up Pillar of Light. So, very good position to be in currently. Especially if he's on the, I really feel like he's probably on the Marked by Honor on the Enforcer plan. So he's got an actual blocker, but that's not going to do it. Probably just as a chump blocker here. All right. Got there. So that worked out pretty well. That was cool. Feral Incarnation, very strong card, especially in a deck like this. It's just like pure creatures. So very cool. I'll see you guys. Where are we at? The finals now? All right. See you then.